How do you tell the story of a football club? The story of the Blues or the Reds for many years? It's a story that started back in 1926 on March the 6th. Messrs Purvis, Field, Fergus, Vasey, Kelly, Frater and Wolfe, Mrs Campbell too, all present in the parochial institute the night that Whitby was born. From the ashes of Town and Whitehall Swifts came something new, Whitby United. It's a story of firsts. Loftus Albion, opponent number 1, disappointment came from the off, 2-1. The Northern League Cup hopes over at the very first attempt. The first forays into the league weren't much better. Southbank won at Upgang Lane, Bishop's dismantling Whitby away next. It's a story of names. Whitby United to start, then just Whitby, then Whitby Town. It's a story of kit colours too, firstly red, then blue, then red again, before it was finally settled at blue. It's a story of the Northern League, a membership that lasted 71 years, 1926 to 1997. 71 years and champions twice, but promoted only once. Bob Scaife and Harry Dunn leading charges to glory. It's a story of the Amateur Cup and a team that defied all of the odds. Barker standing tall at the heart of the defence, Mulvaney mesmerising, week in, week out. Bill Jeffs' stars going toe to toe with the best of the amateur game. It's a story of the FA Trophy, Tony Lee's men battling through rounds in 1983, supporters battling their way across Tucker's Field too. It was the Southern Triumph, followed by the Northern Epitaph, a quarter-final feat that is yet to be matched. It's a story of the FA Cup too, heroics that have never been forgotten. Yorkshire Coast derbies going in the Blues' favour, showing the way to round 1. York in 69 and 85, Chesterfield in 84, Doncaster in 86, Hartlepool in 04. Replays with Plymouth and Hull, Cup heroics that caught national attention, but maybe it was Halifax that tops the lot, 2-0 down to 3-2 up, the Cup heroes. West Ham almost beckoned were it not for Gallogly's handball at Wigan, inexplicable to say the least. It's a story of challenging times and rallying cries, a year just gone that was unimaginable to all, the floodlight crisis that led to brighter days, the times that fans came together to pull Whitby Town through. It's a story of success and cups held aloft, a return at Wembley Way in 97 and Hodges Trophy lift, the first Northern League Cup in 1929 and the rest along the way, a boozy trip to Guernsey and the 70s duo of Rothman's National Cup knockout wins. It's a story of the North Riding Senior Cup, the years fighting for glory and the years we spent away, winning at the Riverside the first season back, beating Scarborough to win it for the first time ever, every triumph in between meaning just as much. It's a story of superstition, white over blue where possible in the 60s, in the early 80s too. It's a story of managers, the good and the bad, those we've celebrated with, those whose names we've sang, those who it didn't go to plan for. It's a story of goal scorers, Bimmer Thompson, Yaka, Bobby Veert, Derek Hampton too. It's a story of goalkeepers, Campbell, Bland, Colby to name but a few. The glovemen who saved the day when they were called upon every single time. It's a story of the shed and the cop and the repertoire of songs that get the Turnbull ground rocking. It's a story of justice, the penalty save that ensured a Derby Day win, a New Year's Day that won't be easy to top. It's a story of the Northern Premier League Premier Division, the Unibond, the Evo Stick, the Bet Victor, the Pitching In, whichever you prefer, the Blues being the longest serving club, Marine seen off, Frickley too, and Whitby standing tall. It's a story of the Turnbull ground, the Tobar Express Stadium, a home steeped in history and memories, some happy and some sad. It's a story of Wilfred Oswald Turnbull, the man whose generosity knew no bounds, the man whose gift to the town became home, and the man whose name the ground still carries today. It's a story of highlights going missing, and how convenient that is when you've just put 7 goals past your rivals in their own backyard. It's a story of escapes from relegation that defined a spell for the club, a weekend in Derbyshire backed by the masses, Jamie Clark and goals win games, Tom Portis' Buxton goal, Darren Williams head first into the jubilant crowd, It's a story that continues, Messrs Bullock and Haslam at the wheel, a young team, potential brimming, a team of talent and excitement for supporters. So that's our story, and we're sticking to that. But how do you tell the story of the Blues? A story so full of history and life. You tell the small stories, everyone that brings the Blues to light. You tell every single story of the Blues.